I want to talk to the white man. Dear white man, can you hear me? Let me tell you something, whitey. It's not illegal for you to be white. There's nothing wrong with you being white. And it's not fair that every day you wake up in your life, you are already on trial because you are white. Somebody trying to tell you what your ancestors did, don't even know your goddamn ancestors. Somebody trying to tell you what you believe in. Somebody trying to tell you how you feel. And then on top of that, we got people in leadership position, our political figures, teasing you and telling you white boy tears, white boy tears. Then they make all these different TV channels full of blacks, only black, and pick on a white man. You can't even say nothing to defend yourself, because you say something to defend yourself, then you're automatically racist. You think that's right? I don't. And I think you deserve compensation. I just want you to know I love you. Racist white folks, I'm obviously not talking to you. I'm talking to my patriots. I'm an American, you're an American. And you can be proud of being a white American. I'm proud of being a black American. And one thing we got in common is, goddamn it, we Americans. And I love you, patriot. I think y'all need to start taking a stand against these people trying to tease you and make you feel bad for being white. There's nothing wrong with that. God put you in that white body, then hallelujah. I respect you in your white body. And I respect myself and I respect my black body. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm tired of people trying to make you feel like you're guilty for it. Fuck them.
My goodness, he was on point. Videos like this are videos that you will never see on the mainstream platforms, because videos like this goes against the narrative of the Democratic Party and the mainstream media. Videos like this is what would unite such a divided country, especially based on race. So you'll never see people like this, videos like this, get platformed on The View, on CNN, and MSNBC, or any of those platforms, because this literally goes against their narrative of trying to divide this country and create chaos and division. So, and this man is 100% right. You can't judge somebody based on their skin color. I mean, that's literally what we wanted to achieve in this country is, hey, judge individuals by the basis of their character and their actions and their attitudes, right? Not their skin color.
Okay, y'all just mad because I get 3 canned food stamps. So what? I get all kind of snacks while I'm sitting here chilling or whatever, paying no bills. No bills. I'm on government assistance. My son back there with his snacks. Government assistance, 3 canned food.
I hear a lot of people out here talking about, oh, Trump finna stop food stamps and government assistance. What am I going to do? What the fuck you think you need to do? Your ass need to get up and work and stop being fucking lazy. Period. Because we don't want to hear the pity party. You know what I'm saying? And y'all been getting over for years, to be honest, and to keep it all the way 100. A lot of y'all been living off food stamps for 15 and 20 years. And that's just ridiculous. Like, what about the people like me that work hard every day and got to pay for groceries? I don't feel like that's fair. If anything, we should be the one eligible for food stamps. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of y'all are lazy. Y'all don't want to do shit. But yet y'all steady laying up having babies. Sitting around crying and you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Get y'all ass up and work, period. Plain and simple.
Yeah, this woman is 100% correct in my opinion. She is 100% spot on. If you're an able-bodied individual, if you can get up and go to work, there's no reason for you to be on government assistance. Government assistance like food stamps and Section 8, all of those things are supposed to be temporary. It is not a permanent solution. It is not something that you're supposed to take advantage of for the rest of your life. There's some people that literally been on food stamps and Section 8 for generations. It's supposed to be a leg up for you to get back on your feet and then get off of it eventually. It's not something that you're supposed to be on for the rest of your life. And in my opinion, if you're going to request to be on government assistance, one, I think you should have to go through a physical. If you're an able-bodied person and you can get up and physically go to work, then yeah, you should not be on food stamps. And two, you should have to take a drug test. If you are out there doing drugs, if you have the money to do drugs, buy drugs and alcohol and such things, then you also can't be on food stamps. That's just, I mean, technically, people that are on food stamps don't have money. So if you don't have money, you shouldn't have money to buy drugs to begin with. But that's just my opinion.
Trump is essentially saying that he wants to limit the type of purchases people can make with their food stamps. I need y'all to hear me loud and clear. What somebody does with their food stamps is their business. I don't care if they go to the store with $100 of food stamps and buy nothing but fruit roll-ups and milk.
See, that's the same mentality that y'all apply to child support. No, 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 no. This isn't for you to be able to just do whatever you want with your food stamps. Because folks is out here working their ass off to pay taxes, and they're taking those taxes and giving you food stamps. And there's people out here that'll take their food stamps and sell them to go buy drugs. It's some people out here that'll get their food stamps and just give them away to somebody else. Like, it's a bunch of different things out here, bro. People be selling their food stamps for bullshit, trading their food stamps for DVDs and shit like that, having motherfuckers babysit for food stamps. Like, no, that's exactly why folks need to disclose what they using this shit for, or certain purchases should not be allowed. Certain things should not be allowed. And then that was so dumb of you to say, if somebody wants to go and buy all fruit roll-ups and milk, then so be it. No, absolutely not. We didn't give you this money or these food stamps to patch up a problem so you can create another one. Because if you go and you go buy all that bullshit and you eat all that bullshit, right? Now you done took our taxpayer dollars to go buy that shit, and then you gotta turn around and go to the hospital and use more of our taxpayer dollars, take up space, do all of this other shit to get you feeling better because you went and bought a bunch of dumb shit with your food stamps. And then think about it, if a person is out here selling the food stamps, doing away with them, doing all of this miscellaneous bullshit with the food stamps, do they even really fucking need them? If a person gets food stamps and they go buy a whole basket of fruit roll-ups and some milk, do they really need those food stamps? Think about it. This is supposed to be to help somebody in need. You know what I'm saying? To aid somebody. Not for somebody to just splurge and do all types of bullshit with it. No, that's not what it's for. And that's the same mentality that you guys apply to child support. This is why they need to mitigate, go through, audit, check all the fucking payments from child support, see where the fucking money is going. You know what I'm saying? And then you guys got these digital cards, and you know what I'm saying? They should make a fucking card for child support and this welfare shit or whatever, food stamps or whatever, to where it automatically doesn't allow certain payments to go through. They can set that up to where if somebody got child support, they want to go spend it at the nail shop, the shit won't work. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's what we need, bro. But this mentality is what's setting us back, man. Shit need to change. And folks shouldn't even be thinking about going to go splurge and buy miscellaneous bullshit if they're in need of food stamps. Go buy some fucking food. Damn. But I'm done. Now I want to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know what's up, the ins and outs, in betweens. Drop them in the comments.
And here's the thing. I think, in my opinion, to add on top of that, maybe they should start having to submit receipts. If you're going to go and shop using food stamps, then you have to take the receipt from your purchases and submit them to prove that you were the one that used the food stamps and you used them to buy food and the necessities, not just fruit roll-ups and Reese's Cups, right? Nutritional foods, proteins, vegetables, grains, milk, rice, right? Not candy, not chips, not soda, none of that stuff. That's my opinion. I think we have to be super strict on these food stamps because it will also force people to have to go get jobs. Because here's the thing, some of these people are relying on these food stamps for their kids and themselves, and also buying stuff for birthday parties and cakes and candy and throwing extravagant parties using those food stamps. Well, if that is gone and if it's eliminated and you're forced to only just get nutritional foods, then if you want to do something nice for your kids, you have to go get a job. You have to go out there and actually provide them a nicer lifestyle and not just grift or not just live off of the government and off of taxpayers. But hey, some people will call this racist. It's so crazy.
Today I responded to the email that we received as federal employees asking us to report 5 things that we accomplished last week. I'm not worried about my 5 things. I have plenty of things to report. I did plenty of work last week. But the feeling of just absolute existential dread that I felt typing out a response to that email is something that I wish I could convey to everyone, because it felt like such a glimpse into the reality that they are trying to create. And it was terrifying. It felt like, you will do what I say or else. The email that we received did not say that failure to respond would be taken as a resignation, but the post on X did say that. And leadership at my agency is pretty much like, the email's authentic, but we don't know if the threat is or is not. We are going to respond, but kind of left it up to each of us to decide what to do. We have received more emails about all of the fucking bullshit going on with Doge and Elon and all of this federal employee stuff that like I've spent more time in the last couple of weeks navigating these emails, going to these town hall meetings, going to these other meetings, making sure that so that the leadership can break down what's happening and tell us how we need to respond and tell us what the fuck is going on and tell us, oh, you might lose your job because when your FTE runs, there's so many things that they're having to convey to us. And so nothing that actually should normally be getting done and accomplished is being done or accomplished because we're all so busy fucking trying to navigate this hellscape that is happening. That is waste. That and the fact that the studies we work on, if we are worried that they might be considered, something that will lose funding, what's the point in working on it now? And has the last year, 2, 3 years of work we've done on it been for naught? That's wasteful. This whole thing is an exercise for them to show us how much power they have and how little we have, and how we must do what they say. And it's so insane because, again, who the fuck is Elon? Like, and how does he get to decide that he is king of the federal employees, king of HR at the Office of Personnel Management, and he gets to tell us, send this email or you're fired, like you lose your job. There's no rationale here that makes it make any sense outside of, look how much power I have and you better fucking listen or your livelihood is gone. The 2 million people that are gonna have to respond to this email, if they choose to, are they gonna go through 2 million emails to make sure that they were honest, to make sure that they were authentic, to make sure that the items listed out were relevant to the people's jobs, to make sure that the person, like, there's so many things that would have to happen for them to like actually legitimately go through these emails, and that's not going to happen because it just like, it can't happen, you know? And again, like, it's just a flex. It's just, you need to know who's in charge, and this is one of the ways we're making you aware. And the feeling that I felt responding to that email was such a glimpse into a possible future here, probable future here, if we don't fucking do something about it. It felt so scary and so heartbreaking. It felt much like I would imagine living in a place like what I always imagined North Korea to be like, would be like, where the energy is, yes, master, your wish is my command. And again, these people that we're reporting to are people that have no expertise outside of like tech. They don't know anything about the health services that are operated through the federal system or about anything, really. And now half of the CDC workforce is gone, and the national park rangers are like largely gone. These are people who have worked their lives to have the careers they have, who have gone to school for this, who have built a career over years, decades. And now some man and his very ridiculously young tech bros are taking away the careers of lifelong federal employees, people who have devoted their lives to this country, to the government, who have taken the oath. We all take an oath to the Constitution. That's not just for military and for people in politics. That's for all federal employees. And people take it really seriously. Things get done. Things continue on, and things are happening because people are doing their jobs. There are people all over the place that are not doing their jobs everywhere, all the time. That is certain. And that extends surely into people that work for the federal system. But everything that's happening is not because they don't think we do work. It's because they want to say, we have power over you. And that is a feeling that everybody should fear feeling when the people in charge of the place you live start to exercise that power in a way that there's no like real reason for outside of, you will know who's in charge here. Like, I am the captain now is the energy. That's terrifying. Like I said, this is a glimpse into a future that is really scary. And everything that's happening, this isn't, again, looking for fraud and waste.
I got the email, and I honestly feel like this is a great opportunity to outline what you as an employee bring to the bring to the federal government. And if it's really good what you outline, they could give you an opportunity to get a promotion or something. Like, God forbid, they ask you what you've done. Any other job, they'll ask you at the end of the week, at the end of the month, because I used to do bookkeeping. Okay, so what did we do, at the end of the month? What are the clients that we have to, gear towards to? So at the end of the day, God forbid anybody make any, and it's just democratic thing. It's like, I don't want to get the parties into it, but they don't want to go to work. They want to work from home. Right. People are not working from home. This is what you signed up for. If you don't like it, resign. You know what I'm saying? They gave you the opportunity to find another job. I mean, it's not that hard. You're complaining about actually working. I don't get it.
I'm not mad at your perspective. That's why I like talking to people. I like talking to people, and I like talking to people who are in it, because everybody sees things a different way. I haven't heard this perspective.
Do you feel like there are a lot of people that are not working, that are taking days off? I guess exactly what Trump and Elon are saying.
Absolutely. I work from home, and you know what? Donald Trump got the gadget idea because Elon Musk, he fired like 80% of the Twitter people or Tesla people for his company, because you can buy a gadget that actually shakes up like you're at the desk, but you're really not working, because the computers, it shuts off if it's non-activity within like 5 minutes. So it requires you to actually work from home. But it's gadgets around that, and people are actually buying it and using it and not working. And this is our taxpayers' money, and you have to work. Yeah, you don't like it, get another job.
I understand what you're saying, but you can't just take a wrecking ball to the infrastructure of the federal government and just start firing people all willy-nilly. Because what about those people who work at the nuclear workers, who they fired and then ended up realizing, like, oh, we need these people? Or the people who work at I think it was the USDA,
totally
who are overseeing the bird flu. You can't just fire them.
I agree. Right, I agree with you on that. But the people that's complaining about writing an email, it's going to take, 5 minutes out of your day, 10 minutes? I read on Twitter, a guy was complaining, it's going to be an hour. It takes you an hour to write 5 things that you completed? Okay.
Yeah, it takes you an hour if you haven't done anything. If you have to make up BS and you didn't accomplish anything all work week, then yeah, it might take you an hour. But this young lady is 100% correct. You're working off of federal tax dollars. You have to be productive. That's just point blank, period. And for those people that don't want to respond to the emails or that ignore the emails, what are they there for to begin with? This is an opportunity to sell yourself. Like she said, earn yourself a promotion. If you believe in the cause that you're working for, I mean, this is a great opportunity for you to persuade them and get more funding. Get yourself a different position, a higher position. But going ghost and going rogue and not responding to the email is the silliest thing that you could do, in my opinion. It's actually the exact opposite of what you should be doing. You should be selling yourself. That's what I would do.
Okay. Maybe you do need another job.
Oh, so you agree with it? Okay. Thank you, Mama.
A great perspective. That's why you got to talk to people. Stop talking about people you never talk to.
Well, a lot.
How do you feel about what Elon Musk is doing with Doge? With Doge, if every small business in United States gets audited, then so should our government. Our money needs to know where it's going and how it's being spent. If they're going to ask our businesses, then we have the right to ask them. Or ask us. What do you think about Hillary Clinton with her foundation, the Haiti Foundation, and all the money that went? And we found out that line after line where her money had been going, and a lot of it had been going towards her daughter. Yeah, I think Hillary Clinton should go to jail. 100%. Would you like to get a $10 million mansion off of money that was supposed to go to Haitians? No. But I do think that we could take care of our own homeless first. Or our veterans who get shit. Like, we have a veteran friend of ours that needs to have a pretty serious procedure. And the VA is not speedy to do it. So they could fix a lot of stuff here at home. I work hard for that money, and so does my husband. So it should go to our children, not our politicians. Because how do politicians get so rich off of $180,000 salary a year? Yeah, they just launder everything. And if they don't see it, then they're watching the wrong news sources.
I voted for Democrats my whole life. They never did anything they promised. They would come to the black church and sing some Negro spirituals with us and then disappear, peer. Once they got our vote, they never did anything they promised. I vote for a Republican once in my life, and this dude done did everything he promised on steroids. He ain't even been in office 2 months, and everything I voted for, I'm getting. It's amazing. Do he sleep? Like, this dude, if he sleeps, he wake up on a mission to do what Nakia voted for. He said, Nakia want me to fix that border? I'm on it. Nakia want to make sure them tax dollars is being spent for Americans more than anybody else? I'm on it. Like, this dude wakes up, I feel like, with me in mind. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he be thinking about me. It's like being at the casino. You put in that Democrat coin, you put it in and you pull the thing and no, you're going to win. You're going to win. You put in another Democrat coin and you pull the thing and no, you didn't win. You put in that Republican coin. I put in a Republican coin for the first time. Pulled the ding. I freaking won. Wow. So you know what that tells me? That tells me to never vote for Democrats again in life.
Facts.
Ever. Because you're not going to win with them. I voted for a Republican once. And hit the jackpot, honey. I will continue to do that again and again and again.
Yeah, it's over for the Democrats. If the Democrats are losing people like her who voted for their party for decades and they've lost them now, and they're never going to gain them back, the Democrats are done. The black voter base is one of the biggest voting bloc that the Democrats rely on. And so if they're losing like her, people like her who they've relied on for years, and they're no longer getting the vote from them, their party is in a decline. It's going to be almost damn near impossible for them to recover. And it's going to take a lot for them to regain that vote back, because two things have to happen. One, Trump has to disappoint his voters. Trump has to actually go out there and not do what he said he's going to do, which is shown to us that that's not even going to happen. So that has to happen. He has to disappoint people. And then two, the Democrats have to deliver. They actually have to go do what the American people are asking them to do, which is also not going to happen, because as you've just seen up until now, since the elections ended, they've been doubling down on all of their crazy policies. So they're not looking to change and reform and become a different Democratic Party. So that's why the Democrats they're never going to win elections for a very, very long time, probably for the next 10, 15 years, in my opinion. Because one, they have to regain this vote back again by actually delivering on their promises. And then two, Trump has to disappoint people to a point where they abandon him and the Republicans, which is not going to happen for a very, very long time.
So many Republicans across the country are now regretting their vote for Donald Trump.
Harry, if so many people are regretting their vote, why was the only example you could find a random fake-ass account on X? Seriously, Harry, this is not a real person. There's no profile picture, and the name is Marilyn 8643348882. Like, according to X, this person has had this account for like 3 fucking years. In that entire time, they've only managed to make 2 posts. One, where they said they were so happy that Trump was winning, and then magically, this post. Like, bro, do you know a fake troll account when you see one? Do you think this person chose the name Marilyn 86434882, and they made sure they only made 1 post, and that was supporting Trump, and now magically their second ever post was "My daughter lost her job today"? Like, here's the thing, dude. If you're going to tell us that we're regretting Trump being elected, maybe try getting a real person. Like, you guys are fucking ridiculous.
So many Republicans across the country are now regretting their vote.
I mean, it's nothing but propaganda and lies that comes from the left, especially from people like Harry Sisson and Dean and Parker and all of those leftist losers. There's not one example of a real, true Trump supporter that has came out and said, "I regret voting for Donald Trump." I have yet to see one. All of the examples are either fake examples like this here, or just leftist content creators just coming out making up stories. Just actually them telling you a story of somebody that they seen regretted their vote, but there's no proof or evidence of that ever happening. This is the only thing that I've seen myself. Wow.
This is just one of the countless examples I have seen on TikTok of people on the left making fun of Caroline Leavitt's looks. She is the young new White House press secretary that is stunning, by the way, and crushing it. But it's so funny to me that this is the same group that is so pro-woman, is so anti-bullying, is so body positivity, is so pro-empathy, and apparently the empathetic and the kind ones. And yet, in mass right now, they are all making their little versions of how to make fun of Caroline Leavitt's looks. Nothing about her brain, her brilliance, the words that she's speaking, because they can't attack her on that, so they choose her looks. It's disgusting, it's hypocritical, it's so emblematic of why they lost, and why they have lost touch with whatever roots maybe they once had of being empathetic and kind out the window. This is why. We don't believe you anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, the left, they're all nothing but a bunch of hypocrites. See, what the left tends to do is they will create a victimhood class and then also tell you that they're the ones that help the victimhood class. So everybody has a victimhood class that they can fit themselves into. Whether you be a woman or myself, I'm black and I'm an immigrant, right? So I can place myself in those groups of categories, and then they'll virtue signal to say that we're helping those people. That's how the left always operates. And then if you disagree with them, like myself, as a black immigrant conservative, then they'll demonize you. They'll call you a sellout, a coon, an Uncle Tom, because they don't really believe in your victimization. They just try to victimize you so they can get you as part of their coalition and get you to vote for them. That's why if you disagree with any Democrat or any leftist, they will truly show you their true colors. They'll show you exactly who they truly are. They don't believe in anybody's so-called victimhood classification. Whether you're gay or fat or immigrant or black or whatever, it doesn't matter what your oppression class is, because none of that stuff is real, because you know it's not real, because if you disagree with them, they will just attack you. Your victimization no longer counts. It does not matter. You're not a victim anymore. You're just another sellout that's grifting, or that's, they call me white boy. I mean, it's a whole bunch of nonsense. I mean, those people are the most disingenuous group of people there is anybody that is a leftist.
Oh, buddy. All right. So we define gender.
You're a teacher. Yes. What is a woman?
What is a woman? Oh, buddy.
Teacher can't answer
All
that.
right.
That's a problem.
So we define gender as a set of preferences that you have. Gender.
Wow.
Gender is a set of preferences that we have. Woman is a social construct that we've agreed upon. Typically, we imagine womanhood as makeup or whatever. There is a difference between the word woman and being a biological female. Woman is a social construct that we use. Listen for a second. I'm telling you what it means. Woman is a social construct. We agree on these set of preferences. If I tell you that I'm a man, it's because I want you to know that I like these set of preferences. If I tell you I'm a woman, it's because I want you to know that I agree with these set of preferences.
Can men give birth?
That's so silly. It's like saying a dog is not the same thing as an animal. It's the same exact thing. A woman and a female is the same exact thing. Just like a dog is the same thing as an animal. I mean, this guy is a teacher. Mind you that. This is crazy.
Can men or can males? Because males can't. Listen for a second. If you listen to your bio professors, you would understand there's a difference between biology and what we think
So
about.
I want to thank you for proving a great point.
What?
You are why we should eliminate the Department of Education. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is our educator, guys. This is, oh my God. I wonder what subject he teaches, because I hope it's not science or biology. And the crazy part about it is that they could be a history teacher or an English teacher, and they will try to teach kids this nonsense, right? They will literally try to affirm kids' delusion and tell them that they can be any gender that they want to identify as. Oh man, it's just so weird to witness the times that we live in. But anyway, we'll end the video there, guys. Hope you enjoyed the content for today. Hit the like button if you did. Let's talk about the video in the comment section. Let me know what your opinions are. And of course, if you are brand new, consider hitting subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.